everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I want to show you some cards that I've done with the Gingerbread Peppermint suite, specifically the Gingerbread Memories and More card pack and the envelopes and matching cards. With some of the paper that I've got down here. I love this paper. The gingerbread all themed is just super fun with the little candies. You've got your little accent pieces here. I have a couple of those and some ribbon. What a fun suite. I really loved playing with this. So I'm going to show you a few more of these pieces here that I've used. So this was the cards with the matching envelopes. And you can also pair them up with the Memories and More blank white cards and envelopes pack. You get 2 different sizes in that pack. And then this is just the note card size. So you can kind of see that there's 3 different sizes of note cards that you can get to use with these pieces. Specifically, these pieces here work really well just to pair on top of the small note cards in that pack, and then the larger pieces fit really well with this, as you see on some of our cards. So as you can see, I've used up some of the sticker sheets. Really fun pieces here. I think I'll bring this back so you can kind of see a little bit over here on the side as I'm using this. So we've got the sticker sheets that come in this pack here, and then these are super fun. I mean, these are the little the wire racks that you'd put in your oven with your cookies, or a cooling rack. And here's some of the other sheets. So you get a lot of cards with this pack. These are so cute. So you can use them as they are. You can cut them up. They're double-sided. These are the little recipe cards you can use, and these are designed to go in a memory book, so there's a lot of journaling spots that you can use, but they make great cards, which is what I really like to use them for. Here are some of the smaller card pieces. Just quickly thumb through those. I love some of these prints. Again, they're double-sided that you can use for journaling or just the fun printed side. Very cute. I love that stripe. Okay, and then here are some of the papers that you get down here in this pack, and they do a pretty good job fanning them out so you can see all of the pieces. Some of these that have some of the larger pieces like this, it's easier to see like this. So with the stamp set and the dies will cut these out. So you can run these through your Stampin' Cut machine and cut all of these pieces out. The only pieces that you don't have a die for are the large mitten and the Christmas tree. So you have to fussy cut those out like this. But really cute to use. And you don't even have to have the dies. It definitely does make it easier to cut out all these other pieces, especially if you are making a lot of cards. But you could totally fussy cut some of these out as well. There's some of the other pieces. Again, these are double-sided. I love these prints. So fun, and they just scream the holidays. I love them. The little peppermint pieces. So you can cut these up and use them in some of your cards. So let's get to some of those to show you. These are really cute. I buried my cards here. Here we go. Alright, so here I've taken some of those little acrylic pieces here and just added a few in the little corners. I've paired this up directly on that card. Let me come back and find that. Here we go. So I can refer to these cards again. Here we go. So I just took that card and put it on with some dimensionals, wrapped just a little bit of that ribbon. Again, you can take the little dies and cut out different pieces from the paper as little accent pieces, which I did here with these little candies. And you can take some of the matching paper from here. You know I love to add stuff to the inside of my card, even if it's just a little bit of DSP on the inside, just so they're not totally blank. And then same thing with here. I just took that little piece, those little pieces, those little small 3x4 card pieces to put on here. Added some of the little die cut candies. This one was really fun because you can make it look like the kit. You're getting ready to flip cookies and they're on the cooling rack ready to go. Lots of fun little pieces, as you can see with this one here. I used almost all of the pages here. I gotta come up with something to do with these fun little snowflakes over here. So we got lots of fun cookies. So this one right here is not the same size as this one here. This one comes out of the paper, and this one here came out of this here. So I cut this out, just snip that right out of there, and then fussy cut this out, and then I can still use this other side and just cut it up for some of the printed paper, which I did on the inside of this one. So I cut that out of this. So even if you just wanted to get just the Memories and More card pack and some envelopes, the cards and envelopes, you can make some great cards with just those pieces, and maybe some ribbon if you have any on hand, or maybe some other greetings that you want to add to those. Lots of possibilities. This one here, I wanted to show you just a little bit of a comparison. So this is the piece that comes in the kit just as it is. You can put that on a card. There's the back. I liked both sides of that. So if you cut just a little bit off the bottom there and then flip it over, same card. I just cut it off and flipped that over for the striping. Super cute, just like that. You could add a little bit of scrap red cardstock down here. You can add a couple little accent candies. It's always hard to see, but there you can see some of that sparkle. I did use Wink of Stella on the candies. Very cute, very easy effect to use that. But you can, there's so many fun possibilities with these. I just love them. This one here, very simple little card that I used basically just here, just the cards here. So I chose this striped piece. So I've got a whole striped. This is the other side. So I've got the whole stripe. I did want just a little bit of accent color for the front and to break up those stripes a little bit, and on the inside. And then I just took one of the stickers from the sticker sheet and added it to it. Super quick, easy card. And I just did those on the small note cards that come in the white note cards and envelopes. And then this one here is really, I love this one. So you took this one here, and I've cut down here and around the Christmas ball. So it's like this. So it came apart like this. I flipped this over. You can just take your standard card size, which is 5.5 by 4.25, and then you can overlap them like this. I did decide that I, again, want to put a little bit of something on the inside, so I took just a little piece off the edge before I glued them down. But you want to make sure that you cover up that little area here, because they don't, since you flipped it, it's not gonna line up, so you're gonna see a little bit of that here. So you want to make sure when they overlap, you're covering up that piece right there. And then all I did was take a greeting and another punch that I had, added that on there, and you've got some super quick, easy, cute cards. Again, you can add some sparkle, you could add some ribbon. A lot of fun cards. Here is one more tip that I'd like to show you. So what I did with this piece here to get this fun distressed look, I just took my ink pad. You can do this with, of course, any ink pad. And this is called a direct-to-paper technique. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to drag it across the top of your ink pad. And you can do that as many times as you want to get it as dark as you want. And as you can see, I got a little carried away maybe, but I kind of like it. So as you're dragging it across, sometimes you're going to get a little more than you bargained for. And you're going to do that on all four sides. So that's a really easy, quick technique that you can do to add to some of your cards. And you can place that right here just like that, or you can take one of these smaller cards over here and layer that up quite nicely with that. Use some of your scraps for the inside. You can take this side here. Sometimes I like to put things on at a diagonal. You can also grab some little scrap paper to throw under there on one side just to give it a bit more color. Use up all of your pieces, whatever you have on hand. But I really love, and I know I keep saying that, but I do love this. Super fun. And when I first saw this in the catalog, I thought, you know what, this would look great paired up with some of my pieces that I had left over from the paper pumpkin from last November. This was Jolly Gingerbread, and if you got this and you have any of your pieces left over, great time to pair that up with some of this gingerbread stuff. So let me show you real quick. This was a gift tag set. You can make a whole bunch of little gift cards that you can slide in there, but of course I did not do that. I mean, I still have some of these left that I could. But you got some really fun stuff in here as well. So you've got your stamp set, and it came with an ink pad. It has all these fun little candy little puff stickers. Look like little candies. So what you got in here, so you've got some of these little guys right here. So you would take all of these out, they could fold up. Here's the little tab that you would add some glue and across the bottom, and then you could put your gift cards inside. But I cut them apart, so if you cut them apart, you're going to have two little houses that you can use on your cards. It did come with envelopes, so I cut those envelopes open to use the inside lining as some background paper. So you've got your little pieces that you can layer up. So that's what I had did with some of these, and with the stamp set that comes in that kit, I added on there as well, some more of that background. But adding them with some of the paper from this kit was really nice too, just to give it a little bit more candy striping to go with your little gingerbread houses. So same with this one here. I took and cut out some of those trees to add to here from this paper right there. And another little tip right here. So with this piece of paper, again, want to use all of my pieces. So these little half trees, like what are you going to do with half trees? Well, you can hide the other, or make it look like the other half of your tree is hiding behind the house or on the inside of your card. So it just looks like you're showing part of your tree, and then have a whole one here. A few little candies, super cute. So how I got this door, if you have this kit, I will show you how I got that door. So when you punch out all of these, and you find a door, here we go. So this punches out of it. You can use the stamps. I've got one of those little doors somewhere. Oh, here we go. So you can use the stamps that come in there. And so here's some of the, it's kind of hard to see. Let me give you a white base. There we go. So you can use some of these pieces here to stamp on this little white door like I did with this one. Or if you happen to have the Whiskey Business, this little wood grain, or if you have another stamp or anything that has a wood grain, that would be great. That's how I got that door right here. I just stamped that twice so I'd have some wood grain on my door. the little heart pieces that punch out. So there's little heart pieces, or a little window piece, or a star. So the little window piece here that I got on, here we go, so that I put on here, it was white, of course. So if you have little tiny pieces like that you want to change the color, the little tip is to use a piece of sticky note. So here's the sticky part, and I put one of those little windows, stuck that on there so I could have something to hold on to, and then you can take your sponge dauber and then just ink that all up until you get it saturated enough with whatever color that you want to use. So just some fun, quick little tips with that. The the Jolly Gingerbread Paper Pumpkin Kit, paired up with some pieces from this Memories and More. I love these cards. They were super fun to put together. You get a lot of pieces in here to make a lot of great cards. I hope this was helpful for you and inspirational. If you like what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell button so you don't miss a video. Have a wonderful day.